You're seeing this champion on top of this hill, holding his golden sword, and all I see is the skulls and the bones and the flesh hanging off, and I'm not seeing where it all somehow we're doing something really cool. All I saw was, when I looked inside my own head, I'm just saying, where are the white women at? I'm just looking for, cheap thrills, and it seems awfully trivial, and selfish, and I don't see any big plan, to existence. I see this as a horrible waste of suffering. I just see the stream of it, and I'm saying, how do I convince you that we have to stop it? Because I can't stop it alone, right? I can't stop me. I can't stop you from having a kid, right? I mean, I don't need to stop me because I already stopped. So how do I stop you from thinking it's a good idea to keep making victims? You don't need any big complex equations to figure out you're torturing shit. What the hell? I mean, I have to explain. I mean, what do I actually have to do? Rub their blood in your face? I mean, that's how people, they become vegan. Well, the simple argument, right, for somebody eating meat is, well, why don't you kill the crap yourself then? Okay, why don't you kill a dog or a cat or something just the same as that pig? And show me how brave you are and how your philosophy says it's meaningless and how you don't care about its welfare. Go ahead and show me you believe what you're saying. It isn't that complicated. I mean, I'm not a rude person, right? So anybody who's not rude can figure it out. If I want to go to the fun park and I have to tie somebody up, beat the crap out of them, give them polio to do it, then I'm not going because I'm not an asshole, right? I'm not going to torture somebody so I can go to Disneyland, right? So if the price of Disneyland was you had to hit a kid and paralyze it, okay, who would have say, I'm going anyway? I have a right. It's my right. Wouldn't you just slap that? No, you wouldn't slap that person. You'd hit him with your car. You'd say, you're too stupid to live on Earth. Okay, if you're that rude, you're too stinking stupid. This is about growing up. It's about growing up, climbing a little bit out of the maze and realizing what a robot you are and how you're just full of crap and how you're scheming. Everything you do is a scheme. Every plan is like, well, I'll be friends with that person because they're popular. I won't be friends with them because, well, they have cancer and they're just going to be a liability and a pain in the ass. I mean, everything is cynically sucks. I mean, you got to love Monty Python, right? The satire is obvious, okay? I mean, The Life of Brian says it all. You watch that movie and you should figure out, yes, it is crack Suicide Squad. Yes, it is a bunch of stupid arguments about absolutely nothing. Okay, everybody is full, you're buying rocks to throw at people. I mean, it is a perfect description of ludicrous, and that is our existence. It is ludicrous, wasteful. The carnage is grotesque. This is our reality. Life is a piece of shit when you look at it, and the only thing Monty Python did wrong is they shouldn't have started whistling. They should have said, wake the fuck up, okay, and quit torturing shit for no good reason. You really don't have a right to create suffering in another brain and think, there, I've solved the problem. It's in somebody else's brain. And that's how people think, right? People think a broken leg is serious when they have one, and it's not so serious when somebody else has it. I never, ever wanted to get a woman pregnant. Why would I want to get this beautiful thing that I'm having sex with? Why do I want to make her look ugly and jeopardize her life? It's the last thing I want to do in the world. Yeah, why would I want a baby to fly out of her vagina? Oh, come on, please. No, don't let that happen. I think we can write a perfect movie or a perfect play where every ounce of appreciation for this horrible rudeness that we are committing by allowing all of these victims to be created is nailed. I mean, like nails in their face. Okay, a human being watches the movie and it's like nails in their face and they say, I get it. Okay, I get it. All right, I gotta grow up. I gotta quit being this selfish, religious loop-de-doo who's just making a mess. I have to start taking responsibility for the fact that the blood is on my hands. If I do nothing, it's on my hands. That has to be sent home to these glib jerks. Ignorance sucks. It isn't some wonderful thing to be. It isn't some okay thing that will give you a bus to drive and will allow you to make human beings. No, you have to take responsibility for the state of the condition of your robot. If your robot is stupid, okay, we just don't let it go everywhere. It can only go on the place where the little ropes are that tell you how to navigate, because you're not capable of navigating on your own. It's obnoxiously rude. It's like going right up to somebody's face and letting a fart out or something. It's so rude to think you know what's best, right? I'm going to walk up to you and say, I know what's best for you, right? And living as my child is what's best for you. You know, I mean, that's obnoxiously rude, right? It's not just a little bit rude. It's obnoxious to think you have control, that you're going to prevent the kid from having ALS. You're going to prevent the kid from being born with two heads or having a little baby brother sticking out of his side. You know, you're not going to prevent any of the harm. So why are you pretending you know what's best? You don't know what's best. You have no power. You have no control. Metaphor of the little kid walking a tightrope with a bunch of daggers lying below. I mean, how can any civilized human being possibly say it's okay, because when he gets to the other side, he's going to have an ice cream cone. And all right, 10 of them will fall off the tightrope, but so what? I don't need those 10. I just need one to live, one that I can hug. The rest of them can die. If you were raised by somebody who is sympathetic to victims and understand, explains to you the rudeness of it, all the rudenesses that are built into it. And I'm just saying, if people have any true knowledge of the implications of evolution, there's no rational way to evade it except to become a nihilist and say the only pain that's real is mine, and so as long as I don't have any, there's none in the world. You can't be murderers anymore. You can't be mass murderers anymore. We're going to pass a law against mass murder. All right, we're not going to allow it anymore. The animals aren't going to be allowed to do it. You're not going to be allowed to do it. Nothing's going to be allowed to do it. You can't make victims. If you can't go to your party without making a victim, you can't have your party. And all I'm saying is, you can make the argument this is a stupid machine, okay, and only an imbecile would leave it plugged in. Only a psychotic imbecile, right? You can't just be stupid. You have to have a bloodlust. You have to have a real lust to see things tortured to leave this machine plugged in. Can I do any more productive thing than trying to stop the sewage? There's no fairy tale, right? Once you know the fairy tales are a lie, and you think about it, you say, well, no, Prince Charming didn't go off with Little Red Riding Hood and they lived happily ever after. No, she got cancer and he had to watch her die over a 3-year period, you know, and then he got prostate cancer. I went into nature when I was a kid and it was all green and live and friendly. And then once I had the evolution philosophy, I saw the trees bleeding. Okay, I mean, that was my glasses. My model of the universe superimposed said trees bleed. I mean, because it represents evolution, and evolution represents the blood. And so once you see that, you don't just sit in nature and have your picnic snack and go, oh, this is also little birds tweeting. Right, I see a bird. What was I thinking? Well, you know, all these birds that are flying around, they all have to die. How come they don't die right here in front of me, right? So that's all I'm missing. I'm missing seeing the dead birds, right? All I'm seeing is the live birds. So I started seeing the dead birds. And I started seeing all the little baby brothers who were kicked out of the nest.